Now that we have the full application applied, we're going to let Heather process, and I'm going to keep checking her foils and resaturating where needed. Now that we have rinsed her, we are going to paddle brush dry her to ensure that her porosity is even for our next process, because we are going to apply a root and then her toner to process all at the same time. And we'll get more into detail once we get there. So for her root drop, I am going to use the Shades EQ Cream 07WN. Reason being is when I found for her natural level, it was at a level 7. And I want to keep her at a level 7 because I want to give her that longevity of this color and that easy maintenance that she's looking for. I also want to keep her somewhat warm, especially because when we go into the tone on her ends, we're going to give her that contrast of that ashy or perfect blonde color that we're looking for. The reason I chose the Shades EQ cream is because it's going to be 100% oxidative dye, and it's acidic, and it's going to give her a lot of shine while using that cream consistency for the precise technique that I'm using, because I will comb it down with my Wow comb. I'm also going to use a peroxide of 10 volume because I only need deposit. So now that Heather is all dry, we're going to apply this root color, and I'm only going to apply it about a 1/4 inch down. And we're going to apply it just like a regular root color. And then after we get it applied, we will take our Wow comb and comb it through. A tip for combing your color through when doing a drop root or root shadow or anything is keep in mind that when you comb out, you're not dragging that product down, where if you comb down and against the head, you're going to drop that product down even further on the hair shaft. So we're just going to apply this like a regular hair color while combing through on each section. I have this front section sectioned out because we are going to do a base bump on those roots. Just so when she pulls her hair back, it'll be a nice seamless finish and she won't have any sort of dark rooting. Okay, so now that we have her root drop on, we are going to apply her toner so they can process together. So I'm going to use the Shades EQ Gloss line. Reason being, it is non-ammonia. It is a mix of direct and oxidative dyes, and it's going to create a whole lot of shine. In combination, I am using pH Bonder with all of my formulas, just to reiterate that. I will use the processing solution by Shades EQ, and then I will also use the Crystal Clear by Shades EQ just to dilute the solution and so it can process for that full 20 minutes. I'm choosing to use 09B and 09G. The reason being, we want to keep her ashy, but I really don't want the V, the violet, to overtake and overtone. So I'm going to mix the 9G and the perfect amount of Crystal Clear with it so it can process for that full 20 minutes and it can balance each other out while creating depth within that perfect blonde ashy tone. So for the last 7 minutes of her processing with that toner and that root drop, I'm going to apply her base bump, and I'm choosing to use Redken Chromatics, and the reason why is it has that protein extracts. It is a permanent color, and I'm going to use 20 volume just to bump that base for that 7 minutes with the 10 IG, which is an iridescent gold. So I just want to bump that base so it's a nice seamless look, so when she pulls her hair back or flips her hair from side to side, she won't have that harsh line. The reason I chose 10 IG is because the lift is in the tube and not the developer. So leaving it on there for that 7 minutes, it's just going to give it that little push that I need to create that seamless blend of those money pieces in around her face. Alright, so the products I'm going to be using to finish off Heather's hair today are going to be the Redken 25 Benefits, One United. One of the benefits being to make the hair more manageable, easier to dry, so on and so forth. So we're going to spray this in. And then we're also, and this is a product that is good for anyone. This is good for thick hair, coarse hair, thin hair, fine hair, all of that. The next product I'm going to use is the Pillow Proof Blow Dry Express Primer. The spray is made more for that finer hair texture rather than that coarser hair texture. And it's going to help the hair blow dry a lot faster. The last product I'm going to use is going to be the Extreme Anti-Snap. It's a leave-in treatment for distressed hair. Being that we had lifted her so much, I'm going to use this to utilize any sort of breakage that could have occurred within that lifting process. So this is our finished product. And as you can see, we have those very bright money pieces right in the front here. Along with a diffused, highlighted look. And then if I do pull her hair back, you can see that everything blends just perfectly, and you can see it, go ahead and look down, all of that dimension. Again, my name is Sarah McHugh at store 067, and this is my model Heather, and this is our finished product. Thank you for watching.